So they'll be calling you a radical just when you think Trump can't get more fucking phony, two-faced fucking lying scumbag, anti-corporatist, Bush, named Skull and Bones Kavanaugh. Wait till you hear this one. As the Pacific Ocean's in the greatest catastrophe, the wildlife, fucking Tillamook Bay, it's completely the biggest catastrophe in fucking human history. The wildlife and fish chair has just been named. He just appointed her, named her. Now wait till you hear this one. This gets more oh my God. Ex-Monsanto executive. She was an executive for Monsanto, the people that killed the fucking, Roundup multiple myeloma on Balco. Fuck. Oh my God. Where's Greenpeace? Where's the Sierra Club? Where's the Friends of the Earth? The Pacific salmon numbers are an epic free-fall catastrophe, the greatest acute collapse in human fucking history. Ever. Where the fuck are you? What the fuck? Tillamook Bay is reporting not one single fucking fish. We've gone from 1.4 million, our projected fucking returns of 2.7 million to 300,000 on the Columbia. The other ones are even worse. Pacific Ocean's fucking dying. Look. Tillamook Bay has no fucking dams. You can't blame it on the fucking dams. Now Roundup, fuck yeah. I'm a multiple myeloma survivor. We know fucking Roundup causes multiple myeloma. It's fucking been proven. Fucking poison oh my God. I want to say this had nothing to do with opinion. When I go off and say, listen, the radical right's all pissed off sending fucking bombs and fucking, I don't believe in fucking violence. But let's get fact. This has nothing to do with opinion. Right fucking left. I got off on Obama harder than anyone. Of course, he's a fucking right-wing corporatist whore. But you guys have the Supreme Court. You stole the fair and triangle. So the right, the so-called far right, the Alex Jones crowd, the fucking Operation Foxconn News, and you're still bitching. You have total control of the Supreme Court. You have the United States Congress. You have the United States Senate. And you have for a long fucking time. You have the White House. You have the courts. You have the governorships. You have all the media in the fucking world. You have every fucking YouTuber and fucking video. You have all 100% lock, stock, barrel power. 100%. It's unarguable. How can you bitch about the people that are doing as it's happening? Who's in power right now? 100. There's no balance of power here. And you're still bitching? Sending out bombs? You're still blaming Hillary? Oh my God. Oh my God. You have the fucking Supreme Court. Lock, stock, barrel. You stole the fair and triangle. You stole the fucking election in 2000. Bush, you hate Bush, you hate Bush. Yet Trump names Kavanaugh, the skull and bones guy. You have total corporatist fucking control. That's not opinion. You have the Senate, you have the Congress for a long time. You have the fucking governor's houses. You have the fucking courts. You have fucking the presidency. You have the White House. This was your dream. This was your dream. Here it is. Here it is. Pacific Ocean collapse. He names the, oh my God. This can't get more insane. I've been walking, so I'll tell you how my activism is going to go forward. So I'll be in D.C. for the election. For whom the ball tolls. So as you know, I climbed the statue on remember the 5th of November, 3 days before the election, 2016, says the Russians have occupied the White House. They will never leave. Kevin Blanche, Hillary grad, Trump grad, Hillary grad, you got it. Some men you just can't reach. It's the way he wants. So what are you mad at? What are you going after? Soros, Hillary Clinton, Fox News, Senate bombs. What the fuck? I don't get this. Now, if they were in power and this whole madness was going on, I can understand fucking the frustration. I understand the frustration. I know everybody's fucking mad. But let's get real. Who's in power? Puppets? New world order? No, it's old world. You've been played. Don't you see you've been played? New? Michael Savage, that fucking guy, look at his bloodlines. Look who he is. Fucking Alex Jones, look who he is. Can you feel the love? Wannabe Zion. What the fuck? Who's the terrorist? I want to ask you, who's the fucking terrorist? How nice is they invented ISIS? There's no ISIS. There's no boogeyman. Oh, there's a terrorist. It's called Sean Hannity. Shuts down I-15, gets 2 cops executed fucking murder. Fox News run right out of the house. How are you this fucking stupid? You're falling for this. This has nothing to do with fucking Trumpettes versus Obama because they're the same fucking creepy whores. He names Monsanto head of the fucking fish and wildlife. Oh my God. This is the greatest eco site in fucking you. And this hasn't been going on for years. I'll go to DC. I'll be at the Peace Vigil right there. Fucking lead the Million Mass March, which they've tried to hijack. The Panty Painters tried to take that. You know, that was built on the backs of the death of Aaron Swartz by myself and some others. And Sarah, who's dead. I mean, people gave their lives. People fucking died. They hacked stuff. They went in. They tried to break this fucking old world order. It's imperialism. It's an anti-imperialism. If Kevin Blanche the last, I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fucking fisherman, what's a fucking boat? I'm a fucking American, what's revolution? You know, what's anti-fucking queen? We hate the, you know, not my words, fucking George Washington, Thomas Jefferson's, Alexander Hamilton's, all those guys' fucking words. Now you're all imperialist wannabes. Kevin Blanche the last, fucking great. You know, cut down the totem pole, especially, I mean, the ocean, in violation of the Endangered Species Act for over 1,000 days now. What the fuck? And the country's hypnotized, because I'll tell you why. Just like I told the guy today. I tried to warn you, Kevin Blanche tried to warn you. He put up a video and I says, they're too fucking drunk. They're on a fucking consumption bender. The United States makes up less than 4% of the world's population. They're consuming 44% of the world's product. You seen the debt? Somebody says, oh, just wipe it out. We owe that debt to people. What, do you think they're just going to forgive it? Oh, you're just going to file bankruptcy on the fucking 23 trillion? Let's see, schools, bonds, ourselves. We owe ourselves. I mean, a lot of these are funded. Municipalities, fucking water districts, fucking, you know, all of it, fucking countries, fucking, you think everybody's just going to watch your retirement, your pension, GE, bringing all, my favorite one, here's the new one, General Electric, fucking market loses 600, get out. By the way, General Electric, we bombed the fuck out of Iraq. General Electric bombed the fuck out of Iraq. Make, you know, lie on fucking earnings, fake the fucking earnings, fucking Jack Welch, fucking on chemo, fucking Jeffrey Melton, cover up Fukushima, Barack Obama, yeah, I go off on him harder anyway, the scumbag of all time. He's a fucking, the greatest, he's at the top of my list of scumbaggery. But let's get real. The left, and he's not left, he's a corporatist fucking whore. Until we get a, I mean, think about the old left. They were the party of working class, of the environment. Where the fuck are they? Greenpeace, Sierra, where the fuck are they? But I want to know how the radical right's bitching. Some men you just can't, this is what you asked for. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. You got the White House. You've got both chambers. You've got the House and the Senate, full lock, stock, barrel, huge majorities. Do whatever you want. Harry Reid, that scumbag, killed your nuclear option, fucking so that you can use the nuclear option. You got Skull and Bones running the whole fucking Supreme Court. You got the courts. You've got the, I mean, the country is so wasted and drunk on a junkie consumption bender. Always been, no, Reagan, the great, I mean, from 1980 to present, we consumed 14% of the world's GDP in 1980. Just since 2000, we've quadrupled it. Quadrupled it. You heard me. I mean, it's insanity. Fucking, so, I've been walking 15 miles a day. I'm exhausted. I mean, sometimes it gets pretty scary because I, you know, can't get home because it's getting dark early. But, so, I'll head to DC, do my work at the Peace Vigil, you know, with the Million Mass March, the anti-imperialist movement. Then, what I'm going to do, you know, I go to Castroville, I sleep with the pickers, and I, you know, Monterey, low tide, you know, I work that. I like to do the 12-12 ceremony, the Virgin Mary ceremony. I like to go to Old Town, my old place, San Diego in the winter, and with the Virgin Mary ceremony. And so, the real one. So I think what I'll do is I think I'll walk the entire coast of California again. You know, where I'll start, I'll probably start north and head that way. I've done it multiple times, but so when I get back from DC, I think I'm going to head to California and I'm going to walk the whole coast again. Like I did and, you know, show you the dead tide pools. I know every square inch of it, and you can all turn your back, all these other, you know, vloggers and bloggers, you know, Jan Miss Mugga, I thought she was something, and she ended up being a political hack. She did such great work, but as soon as her god, Trump, gets in, she's praying to Hurricane and goes shoots a giraffe, then she's all fucking, you know, you're not an activist if you pick a political side. And you know I went off for Obama harder than anyone. I mean, play back the tape, Your Honor. But the fact of the matter is, how you fucking sending out bombs and getting all fucking mad? What the fuck's the matter with you? I mean, whose team you on? Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Well, we're still there. We're still there. Military is a military hero. Dump all your money, kill the college. They name her. Oh my God, this fucker's insane. You think he's ever been camping? You think he's ever been fishing? Go shoot a fucking giraffe hanging on the fucking wall. I mean, sick. It's sick. Monsanto's been proven to cause multiple myeloma. Fuck, they spray it all over. The head of the DNR right here is fucking one of the... He used to have this little rig. He used to run around my house and spray fucking Roundup all over. I sent it to the... I've got videos. Sent it to the Utah Department of Environmental... He's head of it now. No degrees, no... Weber State gave him the presidential award. Oh, my... This place... So, I walked the coast of California, and then I applied for political asylum in Austria. You know, my grandkids cry, but they can't even come to my house. They've toxic poisoned my place so hard. You know, and they call themselves Christians. So I'm going to try to move to Austria, yes. So I'll go to D.C. You know, yeah, I need funding, obviously. I'll go walk the coast of California again. The Pacific Ocean, I mean, oh my God. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human fucking history. For over 7 years, you know, I mean, you think that maybe killing the Pacific Ocean would be a big deal? I don't know what I'm going to do for the next little bit, but, you know, I don't know. Just one day at a time, right? So, I'll go to D.C., protest, do our gig with, you know, meet with the real ones. Sarah's dead. Aaron Swartz is dead. I am Pat fucking Tillman's dead.